And William is here with me on set. We begin the day by looking at a new marriage between Apple and China Mobile.
That's right. China Mobile began selling Apple's iPhones today in their stores. This company is China's largest mobile supplier, and these are two giants with giant expectations. China Mobile has the country's largest network with more than 760 million subscribers, and the two companies are counting on each other to gain market share. Apple only ranks fifth in the country's smartphone market, while rival Samsung has a commanding lead.
Well, here in France, the government will lead negotiations Friday between employers and unions over unemployment benefits.
That's right. These talks could lead to major reforms. Companies say that the unemployment system is a bit too generous, while people on the dole obviously don't feel that way. Nicholas Rushworth takes a look at two people currently out of work in France.
This man, who prefers to remain anonymous, lost his job in April. He gets €1,000 a month in benefits and looked for work initially, but gave up in October. He says he worked hard while in employment. The dole now is a well-earned rest.
I look after my children, I do sport, everything I couldn't do when I was working. It's like a holiday. It's not great for morale, but I believe I have the right to the benefits and should profit from them.
The system in France does, in theory, oblige people to search for work. Each day employed opens the right to 1 day of unemployment benefits, which are paid out for 2 to 3 years. For Katia, no day is wasted. She's been on the dole now for 15 months and has sent out 450 CVs and had just 10 job interviews. She feels one idea being mooted by employers, decreasing dole payments as each month passes, would be just too much stress.
That's going to add pressure. It won't relax me, that's for sure. I honestly don't see what more I can do now in terms of searching for a job.
The government needs to cut costs to meet deficit targets. Negotiations now on the benefit system should result in changes by the end of March.
And take us through the day's markets, William.
Stocks in Asia are mixed today. This is ahead of China releasing economic data next week. Many analysts expect it to indicate that the economy will continue to slow down. The Shanghai Composite down there just over 1%. Now let's take a look at some of the other top business stories. The U.S. Senate easily passed a $1.1 trillion spending bill. This effectively ends the threat of a government shutdown until the end of September. It marks a truce, at least a temporary one, after years of budget battles between Democrats and Republicans. The bill now goes to President Barack Obama, who's expected to sign it.
The world's largest chip maker, Intel, says its net profits sank 13% last year. Global PC sales were down for the 7th quarter in a row. The California-based company has been lagging as tablet and smartphone popularity surges. As a result, the company has been shifting focus to other divisions like its data center business.
And 200,000 fewer new cars were sold in the European Union last year. Italy saw the biggest fall at just over 7%, followed by France's 5.7% decline. But even the EU's strongest economy wasn't immune. In Germany, sales slid more than 4%. Still, the decline has slowed. In 2012, sales plunged 8.2%, which was the sector's worst result in 18 years.
All right, now time for some breaking news. France 24 business style. The world's most visited city is no longer Paris or New York. For the first time ever, it's London. How did that happen?
Well, they're calling it the rivalry between the City of Love, the Big Apple, and the Big Smoke. That's London. And now, Paris is disagreeing with these figures, but London says that the total tally for 2013 should be about 16 million visitors, whether it's the Big Ben or Buckingham Palace or the double-decker buses, or even Royal Baby Mania. We all love a good spat between France and the UK, but London tourism officials say they haven't had this much of a good summer since the Norman invasion.
We're the first city in history where the number of tourists has gone up after the Olympic Games, not down. And I think that's down to a kind of re-evaluation of the capital that took place during the Games. You know, people saw beyond beefeaters and the royal family and heritage. They saw a fantastic, vibrant, exciting, sexy, young, welcoming city.
Thank you, William, for that